don't see an invite. Oh man. Hey, give me a minute. I'm trying to get him he's sending me an invite to something so that I could get him on. I keep refreshing. I keep refreshing. He's a little timid. He's a little timid. He hasn't been over here with us in a long time. There it is. No, I need you to ask me every single time. Join from workshop app. All right. Open. Okay. Send again on reply. Where is it? Required soon. Yeah. Where is it? Did not open Zoom. Okay, here we go. Do an audio check. Yo. All right, fuck all that.
There she is.
Am I Layla again?
Layla Cunningham is in the house.
Hey, give me a second. I gotta turn you on.
I need both headphones for this one. But I don't want my face popping up on the
Audio
screen. Just have
speakers.
the camera.
Oh,
Just
that's
just
why
have,
I don't hear you. I don't got my
just have
speakers
the
plugged in.
just hold the camera on you.
Okay, speak again.
Hi.
There we go. Now I
There he
can hear you.
is.
Now I can
There
hear
he
you.
is.
And you put a shirt
Oh,
on.
I don't see you though.
That's because I'm on my. Am I frozen on here? That's because I'm on my stream. So you know how it doesn't allow multiple cameras in multiple locations.
Oh, send me the link to your stream.
I got you.
No,
Um,
I want just keep the camera focused on you, like you're giving Instagram advice. Don't put my face out there.
no. We're not gonna have your camera on at all. But I'm frozen
No,
at the moment,
we got business to cover.
and I got to do
Like I
this.
got to cover.
I got to do this quick before I head into work. All right.
What time do you leave?
About
Two
45.
o'clock.
About 45 minutes.
What is that? What is that? 5 o'clock, 5:15,
Yeah, my time. Yeah.
5 o'clock. All right, we'll shoot for 5 o'clock, but maybe 5:10 or 5:05.
Okay. Give me a second. Let
Solid
me.
30 minutes. Just give me a 30-minute cue.
30-minute queue. I'll
Yeah,
keep
just be
my.
like, hey, we hit 30, and like, okay, cool. Then I know to kind of like get to my final point or like wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? That way, I don't like if I'm dragging on, I'm like, okay, let me just kind of
See,
let
Smalls.
me
That's
go.
that's the problem right there. You're already treating this like an interview.
I guess that's why I'm so good at business and awful at dating.
Hey, I would rather have your problem than mine.
You're good at dating and awful in business.
Hey, one makes money, the other one makes babies.
Where's Dave? Where's Dave at? We need Dave. Come to hang out. Oh my God.
I don't know where Dave is. Dave probably playing with his butt or something. I don't know. Let me see. Where's I need the link for this. You wanted the link. I got you. If I could find it. Matter of
Oof.
fact, just
So there.
type. Let me just type it in right here. I'll send it to you on Instagram.
All right. I can open it on my computer.
All right. So while we do that, let's just go to the skinny of what you think is the problem. Hold up, copy. Well, let's introduce what the problem is first. And the reason why I said we should stream this is because I
Yeah.
just did I
Bro, this is you. Fragrance and dating advice, they go hip to hip, bro.
bro,
That's how you're gonna make your money.
I just did a
Fuck,
stream on Friday
fuck all
night.
that other shit. You see
See,
how
you're
much
right,
money that fit? You see how much that fit fearless guy makes? Like, and he's not even
bro.
that
And
great
he's
at giving dating
trash.
advice.
Oh my
And he's
god.
trash. He's trash, and he makes 80,000 a month.
Oh
So
my
why don't you?
god. I need to do
Because
the
even if
I need to
you're
do the
in,
dating grift.
even if you're in eight, dude, dating is never gonna go out of style, and it's
It
always
never
gonna
will.
go up. Men always are gonna want to find love. Red pill pop. Every podcast they want to talk about it. Love is never gonna go away. It's business, baby. Love is a great business. War, love, what? All love and war. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Fuck all that other shit.
wrestling is never gonna make you money.
Say it again for me.
Name one wrestling YouTuber that makes 6 figures a year.
That makes six figures. Oh no, there's a few. There's a
Okay,
few.
how about ones that make how about people that make over 1 million?
Probably not.
How many make $100,000 a month?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Unless they're like in the
Yeah, now and then how many people in the dating and well
oh
and
they get into that chicken.
what people miss is that Kevin Samuels, because he gave it straight to men. There's not a lot of people who are giving it straight to men who are men. And a lot of people I think need that too. Because like if like I don't know, maybe I don't know, I should save this for the stream too. I should save this for the stream.
Oh no, we're
By the
live.
way,
We're live. I
we're
sent the
live right
link.
now. Oh, let me see here. Okay, so
Yeah, I just jumped right in there because I know that it's gonna take me. Uh, it's
so
better this way.
so do you think like sometimes men are trash too? Like if we're not good, we gotta level up too?
So let me say this because I was dead ass in the middle of finishing some edits on a video that I was about to post, but I'm like, once you said that, I'm like, oh no, that shit gonna wait because we just did a stream on Friday that went four
You need to do
hours.
this. You need
Four
to do
hours
this.
doing like dating advice for 4 hours.
You do realize that 4 hours, that's like 60 pieces of content. That's like you can if you're able to put out 3 to 8 verticals, 60 seconds or less, preferably 30 seconds, all off of your streams
Hey
in
Smallz,
3 months.
do you want to manage
In
my
three
dating channel? Do you want to
in
manage?
3 months, you will never step foot in an office again.
Smalls, you want to manage my dating channel?
You know, you're the only person in my life that calls me that, by the way. The only one. I love that. You're the only out of my entire role and my entire, I say Rolodex, that's how old I am now. My entire contacts, my book, you're the only person that says that. It's hilarious to me every time I hear it.
That's you.
It's crazy.
That's not you.
That's crazy. But like you knew me from a crazy. You put it in the thumbnail. Jesus Christ!
You see how quick I did that?
You have to put my name in the thumbnail.
Absolutely.
Why did you put my name?
Because it's not you. It's a old. It's not you.
Oh man! Look at what man.
Hey, I had it typed in the chat. I was about to say send me a casual picture, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. He probably gonna start looking around. It's gonna take forever.
Is there a chat on this?
There is. There's a chat over there.
Let me open in the app.
But the shit says impromptu. This is really impromptu. I just fucking threw it up. It's not on the channel that you know. So it's on the channel that I started last year.
That's it. That's so crazy. Oh, CAC show right there. Damn, there's already like 3 people who remember that shit. That is so crazy.
Nah, they
The internet
probably
is
all
wild.
they probably all do. But
Am I reading the title right? That's crazy. Okay, so this is gonna be your launch into the dating and fragrance business.
yo, I'm with
And
it
this is
though.
how-
I'm dead ass with it.
But you gotta clean. Do you go on dates in a fitted?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, I have a head like Neo. Like my head isn't like nice and round and circular shaped.
Okay,
I
but
gotta protect
how do
what
women
looks good to
say-
me.
How do women not say like? How do women not say? Are you serious? This is how you dressed up for a date?
Well, wait, a hat versus how I dress up is two different things.
Okay, see,
You
I
gotta
think
make
a
it all
hat
flow
is
together.
It's too casual. The hat is too casual.
So it depends. Like over here in Jersey, then I guess say the Northeast, in the summertime, most people are wearing hats like this. But then when it's colder out, you throw your Scully on. I just don't take mine off.
Oh man. You know what's great when this goes viral? Like this is because this is private, right? only the 16 or 15 people who subscribe to you watch this.
That's gonna be.
This
But
is
do you want
private.
me? Do you want me to chop it up?
Yeah, but once you chop it up, they're not going to know it's Smallz, which is good.
Right.
Only the people that know are going to know.
Right.
Amazing.
Okay.
Great. So we're gonna have 100 pieces of content right now.
Oh my
So
God. I'm with it though.
we'll,
I'm dead ass
we
with it.
have we have about 28 minutes left until you really have to get out. But yeah,
Yeah, I ain't even
but
get dressed yet, but it's cool.
man,
I'm
all
still
right.
in
So
pajamas.
hey, man, hey, it happens. It happens. It's Super Bowl Sunday. It happens.
All right. So what I want to introduce it, right? I want to introduce it with what do you
Talk to me.
feel? So you the initial thing is that you wanted to just get some sort of dating advice because you feel what about your own dating experience?
I just think I don't. Too analytical with it, probably. Just like too interview stuff. Probably not as fun and free as it should be.
When did you feel like you started being that way? Because I imagine that you weren't. Matter of fact, even better question: at what age did you start dating?
Later.
Yeah. See, let me tell you why I asked that. So in the
So,
stream,
are you
in
saying
the,
are you saying when people date young, usually begin their dating cycle younger,
yeah, like
they
so
tend
for
to it's
example,
different.
so all right, so you're talking about like real life adult dating? Is that what you're talking about? I'm talking about like just you could start from like high school girlfriends and things like if you had any of that or even before then. When did you start having your interactions one on one with women?
More in college.
Okay, here's another one. And this is a judgment free zone. At what
Well,
age
you
did
got
you lose
people
your
watching.
virginity?
Now we got people watching.
At what? Don't worry about them. This is between me and you. At what age? At what age?
No,
Hey,
it's because now
Hey,
because
I told them.
now it became uncomfortable.
I said I speak to Smalls, and Smalls is a different person, but I swear to God, that's the same motherfucker as y'all remember him. Y'all will just never hear him again. But now they get to hear you, so that's a blessing, right?
Let's just say in my 20s.
Okay, cool. So so that gives me a bit of an idea of when,
So definitely super late
like your
bloomer.
experience along the
Right.
ways. So
Right.
damn. So because I was gonna say like, all right, do women know you from your younger days where you was a
The
lot more
chat,
carefree?
the chat is hilarious.
Oh,
This is
what was it? Is
amazing.
it Dave?
This is
Um,
amazing. Yo, this is there's a guy with Dan Orlovsky's face. That is hilarious, bro.
oh,
That guy,
Frank.
whoever that guy is awesome, bro. That shit just made me crack the fuck up. Anyway,
That's
sorry,
what Frank.
continue.
Frank is hard on hoes. So
Shut up, Frank.
so damn, I just asked that question and I completely forgot it.
No,
Uh,
so my cycle, my dating cycle, interaction with women, social, all that stuff you're saying.
all right. So, would you say that you started really paying attention to your dating life in your mid, early, or late 20s? Now, I knew you since your early 20s, right? Yeah, early 20s for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like you might
Yeah,
have, let's
because
see, that's
I
like
met you in
2011.
2012.
Nah,
2011, let's just say
Machinima
2011.
days.
I was 20. That was 15 years ago. So you've known me almost half my life.
That's crazy.
Pretty crazy, right?
Because if we go to the Machinima days, that was 2011, right?
I worked there in March 2010, started in 2010.
Oh,
But
shit.
yeah.
You was already there.
Mhm.
Okay. So, and the reason why I'm asking this is because
Another thing is I work my way up really fucking fast. So I
yeah,
guess I'm just good at the analytical shit.
you kind of got a knack for that. You're good
Yeah.
with that. So I asked that because I know of you being a particular way, and I wanted to
Oof.
ask, and I already know the answer just based off of what you said so far. Do you carry the real you into dating? And it appears as though you don't. So before I continue, can you confirm that you don't carry the real you into dating because you're trying to make an impression?
It could be very true. I could be just overthinking the whole thing and then it just becomes kind of stale or bland.
Now let me throw this your way. So all of that you mentioned Fit and Fearless, you mentioned Kevin Samuels and etc. I want to say that those guys really started popping off during COVID, but they was
Yeah.
already doing some content before then as well.
Oh,
So we're talking
decade. Kevin
about
Samuels has been on YouTube since like 2013, 14. I mean, he's been around forever.
yeah,
He started taking off. He really took off when he started taking live calls. So,
yeah.
like, when you start taking calls, you're gonna fucking go from 100K to a million followers, and then like in a heartbeat. Because look at all the big shit like Dave Ramsey doing the finance. Everybody does call-ins now. Everyone. So like that is like the big money right now. Live streaming and call-ins. So that's kind of your next step in your brand building. But continue.
This is Smallz on dates, by the way. So
This is the problem. I'm making money. Is this so now, is this the do I have to date a CEO woman?
you
Is that the
well,
problem?
one thing that I know about you is your dyslexia problem. You are all over the fucking place. You've always been though, right? Am I off on
Is
that?
that dyslexia or ADD?
It could be both.
All right, well, it's
We're
definitely
gonna
something
call it
because
both today. But that
black
is you,
friend,
right? Like
you're my
you'll be
one,
all over
you're
the
my one
place, right?
you're my one black friend. Dave is my other black friend, and then I have another black friend. My black friend says, I have ADD, so fuck, it could be some sort of thing. You guys are calling it out. You guys keep it real. You guys are actually two of the most honest guys. Dave too, three of the most honest guys in my circle. So
Well,
I believe this. It means like something's
Dave
on
would
it.
be real with you, but he'll soften it. You know me. I'm a tough guy, but I'm not I'm not that guy that I used to be anymore.
Smallz really powerful. Are you able to put chat messages on the screen like NBA on TNT? You know
Yeah,
what I'm talking about? Like
it's
they're
on the
making a
screen, right?
joke.
It's right to my you see it?
Oh man. Oh, let me lower my
Oh,
phone
you're
so I don't
talking
get
about
echo.
okay. If I was using StreamYard, yeah, I could put it
Oh,
like
you had
I
to
know what you're
pull it up
talking
on.
about. You're talking about
Oh,
like one
I
by
see.
one,
It's
right?
over your shoulder. It's over your shoulder. But like, yeah, I see what you
But
mean.
you're talking about one by one on the bottom, like a
Oh
lower
man.
third.
Oh. Yo,
Yeah.
if anybody here in the chat, if we can make this like inside the NBA, where now we're getting photoshops and we're getting hilarious chats that Wiza can put up on the stream, it's gonna get completely out of control. But
See,
anyway,
wait a
uh,
second. Wait a second. See, I need
he
Smalls
got
back, man.
the he got the
I
laser
need
pointer.
Smalls back. He's just throwing ideas my way. He's getting
He
everybody
got
involved.
he's got the laser pointer on dates. Like imagine somebody just AI's my head on a dude at a fucking restaurant and the girl's trying to eat fucking steak and I'm out here fucking pointing a fucking laser at a screen talking about fucking budgeting for fucking groceries. That'd be fucking awesome. What a date.
Has Smalls been the missing piece this whole time? All right, let's get
One
back to
thing I know
you.
what well, one thing I know how to do is business development and monetization. That is really my gift, and that's the reason why Fox pays me a lot. Is that side. So like you're already there. You have the skill. Now I come in and I just gave you the roadmap
You did,
for
and
for dating
you
and
gave
favors.
everybody in the chat jobs.
Oh man! Oh, the John Green on the whiteboard. Oh man! Oh no! But hey, it's a judgment-free zone out here. We're having fun with the 18 people, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
It's
So
Super Bowl. Anyway, so yes, late bloomer, late progression,
got you.
right?
So the reason why I
Only
asked
one
about
serious relationship.
we can get there, but the reason why
Okay.
I asked about that, and I'm building a bit of a timeline with
I love it.
COVID, Fit and Fearless, and so when did you start watching them? Did you start watching them during COVID, before COVID, after,
Post-COVID.
post COVID? Like
21.
okay, and you would say that you were already taking dating seriously before then, or after you started watching those guys?
Hold on, let me think.
Oh boy.
Oh, I was taking date. Oh, I had a serious relationship way before COVID.
Well, once you got back onto the dating market.
No serious relationship post-COVID.
So you could say that you was already watching these guys when you got back on the market, right?
So I would tell you when I got back into the dating, I'm trying to think. This is a great question, actually. Was it
Say it
I
got him
tried
feeling like he's 14 again.
I dabbled. I think I dabbled a little bit, but not heavy. Pre-COVID, but like 18, 19, but nothing crazy. And then 20 happened, and then 21. I got more aggressive in it, but then that's when I listened to like Kevin Samuels, those Fresh and Fit dudes for a little bit, like that kind
Hmm.
of era.
So what you don't
But
realize
like
that I'm doing.
that red pill shit, like it's just all that red pill shit probably.
So here's what I've been doing this whole time. I've been building a bit of a case of something that has shaped your self conscious. I noticed this. A friend of mine. You remember Will? Will went with us to Vegas. The light skinned one that wouldn't leave his room because he just got back from Africa and he just slept the whole time in Vegas. You remember Will?
Shout out Will.
So when he actually it's my fault because I kind of introduced him to red pill stuff back with alpha male strategies, and it was
Oh, he reminds me a lot of you.
AMS.
Yes, he reminds me a lot of you. A lot of like the presentation and kind of like the
Just the
kind of like straight to the
rawness.
point.
Yeah.
Just raw, authentic. Like, listen, you're gonna ask the girl to come back to your place on the first date, kind of shit. Like high risk, high reward. Like I have a rotation right out of the gate. Like which is funny, Wiser, because I just had a date a little while ago where I was afraid to say it, and then she was about it, and I was like, "Damn it! I could have just fucking said what I really wanted, like a little rotation going." And she'd have been like, "Yeah, cool, I'm dating," kind of like
Hold on.
loosely, and I'm just
Wait. You
gonna.
couldn't say what?
I should have just told her, "Yeah, you know what, man, I'm just fucking around." I just said I was looking for something like a little
What?
more
It was
long
a
term and all
question.
that.
Was it a question that she had?
Yeah,
What was the question?
like, what are you looking for?
Oh, I hate what are you looking for. But
Yeah.
I hate what are you looking for. We could get back to what are you looking for because I do know how to answer that. But we got to establish what went wrong here. So
Well, everything.
well, so when I put Will onto AMS and Kevin Samuels and all of that stuff, and this was before COVID. This was 2018. This was about
Okay.
2018, 2019 when I
So,
put them
are
on.
you pro AMS and Kevin Samuels? Like, that what their beliefs are?
I'm kind of oh shit. Donation came through and scared the shit out of me. So I'm more so pro me because I already had like I Smalls. I I was outside. I was outside early.
So what
Um,
you're saying is you were before Kevin Samuels and AMS. It just wasn't documented on the internet.
so you remember? I think I may have told this story once on a stream, but you remember us in Vegas and we was at the Cosmo.
Crazy.
We was at the outside of the Cosmo and they were having a let out.
Yeah.
And there was the two girls and they was arguing with these guys outside of Cosmo.
Yeah.
And like a
Yeah.
fucking caveman, I fucking picked the chick up and put her on my shoulder and we walk away with the girls. You remember that?
That was out of control.
And they ended up buying us them drinks. They had other girls with them. We jumped in the limo, a super expensive limo that went like 2 blocks, and they left. They tried to leave us, and the other chick stayed with us, and we went to another spot. So I say that to just say like I started fucking with girls like man 5th grade. Like I had girlfriends dating back to like maybe 7th grade, but like had my real first girlfriend freshman year of high school.
Bro, I would love to ask you the difference between
I could tell you.
a 24-year-old, a 34-year-old, and a 38-year-old. Because I feel like 34 to 38 is a massive jump in a woman's mindset.
So a lot of people didn't have their heart broken until like later on in life. Like
See, that's the difference,
I
right?
had
That's
my
the
real
difference in life.
heartbreak. I had my wake up call early at what 16 years old.
Why,
I
did
had
somebody
mine.
cheat on you or something?
No, I was just way too in love with this girl, and it was just a coldness that came along with the heartbreak that really fucked me up. Cause like
Mm.
I was so invested in this chick. I was about to quit football that year. That was my junior year. Now, granted, I was coming off of a hamstring and growing injury, but I was about to quit sports just so I could have more time with this chick. And I played football all my life. And I was about like that's how, bro.
Mm.
So
Oh, this is a good one from Frank White. Is out of scale of 1 to 5, is early heartbreak important? How important is early heartbreak?
yes.
1 to 5. 1 to 5. 1 to 5.
So I say 5. It's very important that you have it early. And the
See, I
reason,
didn't have heart. I don't think I've really experienced heartbreak because every relationship I've broken off.
let me give you the reason. When you're
Mhm.
younger, your
Yeah.
OGs, your OGs can handle you better back then. You're more susceptible. You're more susceptible to taking in what it is that they're saying. The older you get, the more stuck in your ways you become.
You're right. You're 100% correct.
So it's best to get that heartbreak out of the way when you're younger, and it's not to. You're not going to start swearing off women when you're younger because you're still developing. You're still fucking. You're still horny. You want to. I got to hop on the next one. I got to get the next one. You're good, and you're going to figure out who you are along the way. But if you do it when you're older and you've been listening to red pill guys, now you're going to be using their experience to shape yours, which is why I was asking you, how long were you listening to those guys when you were in the dating field? Because subconsciously they begin to shape what you do based off of their experience.
I'm not gonna lie. I listen to a lot of Kevin Samuels and AMS, but not really.
See,
like
now if you listen to them without if you listen to them without experience,
for the shock factor. Friendship Fit was more like for the comedy factor because they would just talk about and they would have the dumbest people on, and it would just literally be for comedy because they would just have the dumbest shit on. But like yeah, like listen to that shit. This is what kind of turned me off to dating single moms. Kevin Samuels turns me off to dating like single moms.
I mean, you don't have any children yourself, so you don't. That's not where you should be looking,
right?
Unless you
That's
don't
like
want any kids. Like if you don't want kids, then that's a different story.
I'm gonna go for it. Well, here's a great question. I just had a little like this thing right now with this chick. Went out with 3 dates, went nowhere. Right? I'm 35. She's 34. That is a tight window for somebody who wants 2 to 3 kids, right?
Say, all right, back to that 34-year-old. Say it again.
So so I'm 35, she's 34.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we want kids.
At 35,
starting to have a kid, starting a kid at 34, my runway is really tight, right? Like, how much time do I have to date her, get to know her?
That's not even where you should be. You shouldn't even be considering taking that seriously. I'm not going to lie to you.
Really? See,
not
so creating that is not. You sound like my mom.
The reason I say that,
my mom thinks like you.
Think like this. Think like this. You are taking your experience into someone that has a family, not a kid, but a family. Why should that be for you? Why should that be?
No, this one doesn't have kids. This one doesn't have kids. This one.
Oh, I thought this was the one with the 3 kids.
None has 3 kids.
Was that? Wait. When we were talking the other day, you said that the one that you didn't, the one that you left. I think it was the one that you left at the date.
Oh, that one. She's 38 with a 14-year-old.
Ah, okay. Where the fuck I get 3 kids from?
No way I could date somebody with 3 kids. That's crazy.
Okay.
So 34 with no kids.
All right. Now we're back to that. 34, no kids.
The window is tight.
Then the window is tight for her, right?
That's what I'm saying. So there's already going to be
an acceleration. In her mind,
window for 3 kids.
Her mind, she's rushing. She's rushing in her mind. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example that's close to home. Chick that I'm messing with, right? She already had 2 kids. Now, I knew this girl for a long, long time. She already had 2 kids. She got a dude. And she wasn't really thinking about having kids, but she was also 38. So she's like, well, I don't want to go into 40 and then I'm not able to have kids. So I want
12 months, basically.
Yeah, she's like, well, I want to. If I want to do it, I might as well get it out the way now. Like, that's how they start to think. Like, they start to rush to that clock instead of just accepting who they are.
And sometimes they're not even dating for you. I mean, I know it's red pill. Like, they don't give a fuck who you are, but like, it's sometimes to the point where like, it's like what you can do for them in that timeline now.
But we got to get back to fixing your problems, Smallz.
Right. We're not starting a fucking podcast right now. Let's focus on.
We'd love to do it. Would absolutely love to do it. It'd be a lot of fun.
No, but let's get back.
All right, we got to fix you in your robotic dating ways. So
we're gonna give a big shout out to Dan Malcolm, though. By the way, we got to put him over. Dan Malcolm, we're gonna put you over. Real quick.
Why? He's tired of you putting over Frank and not him.
That's it. He had to get a pen real quick in the co-main right now.
He's in the co-main.
Oh, he got a strong one. He's almost he's gonna headline the next week.
Oh, fucking Soul says leave all of them alone. Soul that motherfucker remembers us from day one. All right, so
I get
let's.
that from Wyzanow, by the way, because he would do that all the time. It was hilarious.
So let's.
Mm.
Hey yo, that was a different. That one was a little. That had a little. All right, now let's fix this.
Okay.
Robotic. That comes from being analytical. And one thing that happens when
Yes.
you listen to all of that red pill stuff, you start to hear, the red flags that they told you that you could see in women. So when you're talking to
Yeah.
women, a lot of that stuff is running through your head. Whereas why I
Yes.
say you get your experience early so that you can juxtapose your experience versus what they're preaching and see if any of it aligns. But if you're taking
Mm.
just what they say and say, oh, that makes sense, oh, that makes sense, and you don't have anything to juxtapose it to from all of your growth, you're kind of fucked because it kind of warps how you look at women. A lot of
That makes
people,
sense.
like, for example, people that travel, right? People that's in the passport bro sphere, when they look
Yeah.
at women overseas, and I listen to these shows, somebody could be like, "Yeah, I got this chick. We was over in Costa Rica. I flew her over to Medellin." They're like, "Oh, you did all that for a hoe? Wait, who said it was a hoe?" They think any
Mm.
chick that's in South America is a hoe, and it's like, and that you got to pay, and you got to pay this. It's like, bro, have you ever had any experience with women that you don't got to give money to? So I say that to just say like that's how it sounds on the opposite
So
end.
so listen. At the end of the day, listen, look, can we clear something out of the way that kind of that I get in arguments with men also about
Go
that
for
maybe
it.
all women are going to cost money.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
But
it just depends what type of woman,
but
what type of
also,
maintenance. Is she simple or not?
right. But there's also this. Is she willing to invest in you as well? That's the part that doesn't go said.
I got a question. I got a question.
Go for it.
I'm dating a girl, a
Hmm.
woman rather. Um, at what point should she pull out her wallet and chip in on something, if ever? Even if you say, "Hey, I'm the man. Hey, I'm like my thing is I'm covering the whole thing, whatever,
She
whatever."
she should do that if she says, "Hey, I want to take you out."
Mm.
That's when she can do that. Um or if she's like, "Hey, I know that you're good. I know that you make your money. I know that you take care of things in all types of spaces. You don't have to act like you're spoiling me with a dinner. I could do dinner this time. You could do dinner this time." It's a
Who it
partnership
is?
with that. But
Yeah.
in your opening line of dating, like if you're just dating this chick and these are the opening days, that's gonna be on you. But like when y'all get to know each other and everything's moving all cool and whatnot, if she wants to do stuff for you, yeah, go for it. You ain't gonna feel like less of a man for that because
It's
she
weird.
knows like you good.
You know what's funny is like when I was on a date with her and then they bought a round or they got something, I ended up hitting, and the girls where I pay everything, I get nothing. It's weird.
You said, wait, you said they pay for everything and you get nothing.
No,
You said you
no,
pay
no,
for
no, no,
everything and
no.
you get nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Either I pay and it's like it's nothing, or like I see like they cover around or they cover something on the date, and then it's like free green light and it's on.
Let me ask you a question.
Interesting.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like you go, do you feel like you target a certain type of woman? Or is your type of woman that you target open? Like, just like, all right, I like this. I see this. I like this. I'm going to go on a date with it.
I think as I get older, I think a little differently. Like I'm like compatibility, like values,
So
like
it's not like bougie girl or super duper good looking girl. It's like I feel this girl right here. I'm gonna take her
that's just
out.
what just happened with this girl right here that I went out with 3 times.
What
Right,
happened?
like she's not the prettiest. Like I thought she was enough, like attractive enough.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like she was attractive enough. And then like I'm like, and then I liked how her style and I liked how she dressed and kind of like her vibe. So we went out a couple times. We had 4 touch points though. We
So
we saw each other twice this week, and then yesterday we saw each other last night, and then today this morning she was just like, "I'm not feeling a whatever romantic interest." And I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever." Like I
oh,
was
all
already
right,
kind of,
okay, boom,
I was
right
kind of like
there.
whatever about it.
All right. and you feel as though you. How did the first date go? Where did y'all? What did y'all do?
We had breakfast,
Okay, cool. What was the second date?
coffee,
Okay, cool. All right, what was the third date?
dinner, and then pool.
Okay, all right. Um,
What
you
was the
know,
failure?
dates don't have to consist of food and beverage. You got to find other things to do to spice up the interactions.
See, it's funny that you say that because every time I gotta do a sit down or some bullshit like that, it's an air. It's a wet napkin of a date. But it's if we do an activity like you said, it's fucking awesome.
And
So
that's how
like,
you get to show her who you are. There's no
right.
analytic, there's no analyzing, no, you're just having fun. It's like she gets to let her hair down, you just get to relax and just laugh and just have a fucking time. And while
So what
she's
you're saying is,
laughing,
so what you're saying for dates is just book shit that you really want to do and just add, and just make it for plus two, for a plus one.
say it again. I was no selling the donation. Say it again.
So you're
The
basically what you're
donation
saying
says,
for.
am I going to keep getting no sold?
So basically, what you're saying is that like for the first for the first 3 dates or whatever, just book some shit that you would do in your free time, but just buy an extra ticket or something. If
Yeah,
it's like going to do archery or like going to go-kart riding, or
absolutely.
just add a second ticket and take her or invite her.
Yeah, because that's showing her parts of your personality, the things that you like to do for fun. Okay, so that's part of her getting to
And
know you.
is that a light date? Like, is that a good option for like a hey, I just met you, or like what if somebody is like in a friend group and you want to escalate further? Could you go into archery or mini golf or go-kart racing, or do you have to start like with a coffee or something lighter?
So you said that you're plucking this person from a friend group?
This one was off an app, but I'm just saying in general for that example I gave you.
All right. Yeah, the example you're giving me, are you saying that you said you mentioned a friend group, so you're meeting her through a friend group, right? Is that what you're saying?
There's this new one. Should I save this new one? It's a new one. Because I'm asking if I should invite this new one who is part of a friend group that we have,
Right. That
right?
I'm
She's
asking
part of
this.
her,
I'm
and I
asking this
want to
for a
take her
very
out,
specific reason.
and I want to take her out on date one.
Right, and I'm asking you
Uh,
this for a very specific reason. The
and it's
reason
yeah,
that
you
you
said
know her is through is through like mutual friends,
correct. We know her through an activity that
and
we all
and
participate
and
in,
you've seen her multiple times through mutual friends, right?
off and on for over a year.
Okay, absolutely. Hey, let's get together and let's go do this thing. Absolutely. You
Yeah.
could skip the food. You could do that on.
So when they recommend like doing a margarita or some bullshit like that, you just
Fuck
ignore
what
that
they
and say, "Why
recommend.
don't we
You do
do?"
what you want to do. Fuck what they. Hey, we already know one another. Let's go mini golfing. I'm going mini golfing. You wanna how your schedule look or whatever. I want
Okay.
you to
All
join
right.
me.
So
And
that's cool.
then
So I'm just
after
gonna do
you
that shit for the dates. I'm gonna just fill my weekends with that
right.
shit and just try to invite bitches.
And after you do that, then you go on it. Like you don't say, "Hey, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go eat." No, 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 no. Hey, let's go mini golfing. As you're mini golfing, yo, you wanna go grab a bite after this? I know a place nearby. So you make it
Mm.
flow. You make it
Okay.
flow. It's not like you tell her the bit by bit, but you make your
Mm.
day flow, and it'll be like it'll look to her. It will look like, oh, this is how he is. This is his mindset and the things that he like, and I just so happen to be
So,
tagging along.
so what you're saying is, if I could do the date over yesterday, instead of having eating first and then
Yeah,
going
y'all
to
did too
pool,
much of that shit.
you would have shot pool then ate
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they were two doors down from each other.
yeah. I would have created some activities because y'all already put enough shit in y'all mouth. So we just skip right past.
Wow!
we, we
Wow!
skip it right past that.
Cut that. Hey, we're playing. Hey, my 22 people in the chat, we're going to pay clippers. And every clip that gets over 1 million views, we give you a bonus. So get to
Holy
clipping.
shit. I need this guy back on the team.
Hey, business development is what I do for a living.
Fuck. Damn. All right.
All you
Uh
need is a business like you have, and I come in and I develop it. And this is what we get.
and this is how we ended up with the with all of those memes of us way back in the day, the Dumb and Dumber and shit like that. This is
Yo,
how
so
we
when
ended up with
it's so
that.
funny. Wait, there was a girl who said her favorite first date was going skydiving, and I was like, that's
Holy
fucking insane.
that's a
But
hell of
it's
a
true, it's
first
an
date.
experience. It's an experience though. But Slick Disaster 26 is right. It's a new and exciting experience.
Right. And you could do that with somebody like this because you already know her. So you could jump out of a fucking plane with her if you wanted.
Oh yeah, because there's
That's
all
why
right.
that's why
It's
I
not
was asking
so there's
how
no
do you
getting to
know her?
know. We play together. We play sports together. Like
Exactly.
yes.
So if you go from if the first thing that you ask her is, "Hey, let's go have lunch together." That sounds
Now,
a
do you
lot
pick her
more
up? Do you
datey.
pick her? Do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
pick
you're
her
gonna pick
up
her up
or do you meet
regardless.
there?
Yeah, you're gonna pick her up
Oh, you pick her up
regardless.
regardless. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Because it's the leading thing to do. So like
Oh,
let's say you know her, right? And the first thing you say,
mhm.
"Hey, let's go lunch or let's go dinner." It it does sound datey, but it puts her subconscious into that mode as opposed to you say,
Mm,
"Hey, let's go-kart racing," and her mind now is, "Oh, we're going to go have fun." You're shaping you're
mm,
shaping how you control. It's what I was talking about on the other stream. You got to control your environment. You got to be able to maneuver her how you want to maneuver her, and control how she thinks about you.
mm.
So that's how that works. Now, as far as the robotic thing and whatnot, I'm definitely gonna be late because I don't need the cards here. But as far as how she,
What's our cutoff time? You would just want to go to 5:30?
I'm gonna take a look upstairs. I don't even think they're in car here. 5:30 is when I'm supposed to start, but I really don't give a fuck.
Shit.
So let me see. Get it right back on track. Um, it was gonna be something about how she thinks about you, but I think that we already blew past that part. Oh, the robotic thing.
Yeah.
I would say there's things that you're going to find out about the woman throughout time. If you compound questions in a date, and I'm not saying you do this, but if you catch
No, I
yourself,
do.
if you, I was about to say, if you catch yourself doing it, it's going to sound interviewy, right? So
And
one
that's what
thing,
happens.
here's one thing that I do because this was something I had to change. I didn't really start getting this down until like later on in life. But like, let's say I'm doing that, right? We're having a back and forth, and I feel like I'm questioning her. I'd be like, you know
Hmm.
what? My apologies. Sometimes I catch myself, and it kind of feels like I'm interrogating you, and that's not what I want to do. But I am
Mm.
interested in these things about you, and I'm okay with finding
See,
these out.
I try to diffuse it with humor and maybe it lands awfully. And you don't. You handle it more directly and it probably
Yeah,
comes out way
yeah,
better.
because then what she sees with that is she's like, oh, he's self-aware.
Yeah.
He can
Okay.
identify things that's wrong with him himself, and I don't have to keep pointing out things to him.
Mm. Mm.
Like I'll take something that a chick once said to me. She's like, "Hey, everybody has blind spots, and I'm
Hmm.
okay with helping you find yours. But you have to
Mm.
know that you have them. Meaning, not everybody's perfect. So when you're talking to a chick, be like, "Hey, I understand I got blind spots. We all got blind spots. But if you ever catch me lacking or you ever catch me falling, just let me know. Don't be afraid to let me know. It's just being open. But be yourself. Fuck, fuck questions. Let me get this information up front. You'll get that information over time. There's no need to rush it on a date
Mm.
because that takes away from the time. That takes
Maybe
away
I
from the
felt
time
like
in which
she
you could
was
be
rushing.
flirting.
Yeah, there was not a lot of flirt. There was no flirting going on. But she would fucking text and voice note like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jesus Christ. She was like love bombing me. And then like seeing her a lot too. Cause then like she bombed me on Thursday. She showed up on Thursday while I was working. So I don't know what happened. But anyway, and then her friend came along. I wonder why her friend randomly showed up to probably, I don't know, do some more shit. But we could
When
we
you
could save
said
that
she,
for another day.
all right, cool, cool, cool. Well, when you said she came along, you mean like to the date?
Let me break it down. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. So I saw her on a Sunday, then I saw her on a Friday, and then I saw her on a Thursday. Yeah. So this last Thursday. So I just asked her because I was gonna walk to this place to this place where I want to get eat. I can eat there, I can work there and stuff. It's like nice. It's like a 20-minute walk for me. And she also, side note, she lived like a block from me, which is kind of crazy. But like, I just sent her a voice note like, "Hey, what do you get at this place?" Because I don't. I remember she recommended some shit, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, let me ask what is there because like maybe I'll try it out or whatever the fuck. So I go, even though I always get what I always get, and then she calls me and like, hey, she's like, "Hey, are you there?" I'm like, "No," and then she's like, "I was just there." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, she's like, "Are you going there like right now?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just get some food and probably work a little bit." And she was like, "Oh, maybe I'll join you." And I was like, "All right, whatever." So then I'm probably gonna be there by like 11 or whatever the fuck. So then I pack my shit and I walk over. I pack my sauna clothes because nearby there's like a wellness area, very LA. It's near like a wellness like place where you can do the sauna, the infrared sauna, the fucking red light therapy, the cryotherapy, the fucking NAD, all that fucking next gen shit, right? So I go there because I have to bring my clothes. So I go to the place, I get food, I sit down to work, I pull out my laptop, working whatever, knocking out what I gotta fucking do. Then she texts like, "Hey, by the way, I can't go, whatever the fuck, because I have to go to work." I was like, "Cool, all right." She's like, she went on a hike or whatever the hell. I was like, "Great, cool, whatever. I'm just gonna eat my food and fucking work." So when I'm done eating, I'm just gonna go back across the street and like do my wellness shit. So then she texts like 15 minutes later, like, "Oh, never mind. Kat, the assistant or whatever I said her name, shit. But like the assistant
We
is
don't know
gonna
her.
be like fucking the it's gonna go. I'm gonna just go directly to see you. I was like, all right, well, fuck it, I'll just stay. So then I see her, she gets there and she walks in, she gets her latte. I noticed that she didn't ask if I wanted anything. But I don't know if that means anything yet, so early in the time. But she goes in, she comes out, and then she's just kind of like talking and bullshitting while I'm trying to work. And then I just figured that she was gonna hang out for a little bit and then go back to work. You know what I mean? Like actually do something. Um,
So she was
but
supposed to just
no,
be joining you, right?
yeah.
It
Well,
wasn't. It
she was like,
wasn't
yeah.
like a date. It was just, hey, I'm going to be over here, and then it was, I'll join you.
Well, I mean, she actively went out of her way.
To what?
She actively. I mean, she was home and then she drove back to go hang out.
Okay.
I shouldn't have let her join. I think that first of
No,
all, I
no,
think you're
that's
100%
actually
right.
no. You're fine. Let me ask you this question.
I wonder if I should because I wonder if the mystery, like the more you get to. Okay, so anyway, let me go back. So then I guess she was home already. It wasn't like she was hanging out, but home is literally like a 5 minute drive to this place. So she just hopped back in the car. She had, and she probably had it in quote unquote. She had to go back anyway, whatever the fuck, right? So, oh no, she was coming. Never mind, my fault. She was coming from the high, so she was actually relatively close. So her and her assistant friend they split up, and then she came, and then she hung out, and then as we hung out for like maybe an hour, the person texts like, "Hey, I'm gonna go stop by or whatever." So I'm like, "All right, cool." She's like, "Oh, by the way, this person's coming by. So. She's my bestie or whatever. We work together and she's my bestie." And then in my head, I'm like, all right, that's gonna be interesting. Like it's gonna be like like a three man situation going on there. And I was also like, okay. And I'm like, should I go? And she's like, no, just hang out. I'm like, all right. So then she comes by, very nice, very sweet. So she comes, sits down, says hi, whatever. So then now we're all just kind of hanging out and whatever and just bullshitting while I'm trying to work. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm working and they're just kind of hanging. I'm like, these people have a job, right? These girls are gonna go do something. It's fucking 12 o'clock on a Thursday, right? They don't have a laptop out, so they're not working remote, right? Like, so like what are we doing here? So so I'm like, all right. So then I guess they're texting. They're kind of like, we can do it, we cannot. So like they're just kind of like buying time to hang out with me. So then we're just kind of hanging out, and I'm talking to her friend or whatever, and then they kind of bring up like Valentine's Day, like what are my Valentine's Day plans? What do I think of marriage? And like all this other stuff, right? So I'm like, all right. So then, and she's trying to insinuate like I should invite this homegirl to be my Valentine. And I'm like, all right, well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm like, and I make a joke like, I don't know, man. We're both on apps. Like, who knows? Maybe her sugar daddy's gonna take her out because she's very bougie. She spends a lot of money on shit. That's kind of her red flag. Is she spends a lot of money on dumb shit. So I'm like, she's got all the bouginess and all this other jazz. whatever, whatever. So then we hang out, and it was like fucking almost 5 hours. I got all my work done, thank God. But like they hung out there the whole fucking time. So that I literally was just like, all right, well, shit. All right. So finally we go. She leaves. I hug homegirl. I hug the girl I was seeing. And then I leave, you know? So I'm like, all right, cool. I go do my bullshit at the thing. I walk home, whatever, whatever. So then uh Friday comes.
Stop right there.
Uh-oh.
I want to break that whole thing down.
Let's do it. This is an amazing segment right here. You know how much
No,
content you just made right now?
this is going to be way simpler than you think. But
Let's
quick
do it.
question: before she got there, when you first told her you were going to be there, you told her you were going to be there doing some work on your laptop, right? Or you
Yeah.
didn't tell her that? You did?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So when she came and she came with her friend, that should be fine. You shouldn't even, in your mind, you shouldn't even blink about that
I
because,
closed it and worked off my phone.
oh no, I'm not talking about work. I'm
Oh,
talking about you shouldn't think twice about it. Like it shouldn't throw you off your center at all.
okay.
And
Never. Okay.
the reason I say that is because she's bringing someone along because she's still trying to feel you out and she's trying to get her
Yeah.
friend to feel you out as well. But this is your opportunity to show a couple of layers. Hey, I'm going to work. You know how to work a crowd. I'm going to work this crowd. But hey, when you get here, hey ladies, thank you for joining me. I'm just doing some work here. I hope I don't come off as standoffish or anything. We're gonna kick it, but I do need to wrap up some things and but we all here together. Like, and that's just to introduce to them so that they can talk to each other, not bother you too much, but your presence
Right.
is there, right? And you still communicate with them so that it doesn't seem like, well, why are we here with this guy? No, you still communicate, but you're doing your work. Everything is just loosely here. But
Yeah.
your objective isn't the girl that you're trying to get. Your objective now goes to the friend. And it's
Dude,
not
and I fucking crushed it with a friend.
cool. You crushed it with the friend, but nowhere in the other dates were you establishing flirtation with the girl that you wanted.
You're right.
So you never had anything to hold her off. So
And that's exactly why there was no romantic interest, right? Because I never built the spark, but I crushed it in that department. But the problem is I skipped it. So you're saying I got step two done, but not step one.
yes, you got to establish the main objective first, and you do that before she
Mm,
ever even gets there. The friend is supposed to be the icing on the cake, but if you don't bake the cake, we just smearing icing.
interesting. Interesting. So in reality, it's a great move. It's a great play if that happens, but only if the attraction is established versus saying, hey, I have to work and do my thing. I can't be bothered.
But we also have to establish how you create that attraction because you've created
Mm,
interest. You've created interest. You got her there.
yes. Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. You said that you'd give a hug. How how do you feel about your hugs with women?
Probably not
Even if
great.
see that like hugs is one of the ways that I create like a nice spark. And you kind of have to see how I hug a chick because I do one of those
Mm,
hugs where it's like you hold on for about 2 seconds too long, right?
really?
And I don't do the one arm over, one arm under. I don't do that. I hug at the waist. That way they're
Mm,
kind of forced to put their hands either around the middle of my back or around my shoulders. And if their arms are around your shoulders, what position are they in? They have to look up at you.
right.
They're already that close in. And what that does,
Mm,
it creates that tension. Is he gonna kiss me? Is he gonna is he looking me in my eyes? Your hands are low, her hands are high, she has to look up. And again, you're holding
right.
on for a little too long. It creates a certain tension. And that's all you want to do.
Okay.
And you don't have to kiss her, but you
Right.
create in her mind, she's already doing it as she's looking up into your eyes.
Mm,
You don't have to do
right.
it. Matter of fact, you could pull away so that you could leave that image that she created in her mind. Because women are fantasy focused. They'll create their
Yes.
own image.
They'll fill in the gaps.
Leave them with
Yes.
that shit. Leave them with it.
Yes.
You don't have to finalize it for them until you're ready to.
Mm-hmm.
It's the push and pull, and they
So,
know what I'm talking about. We talked about that in the other stream.
so let me ask you,
Hmm.
what are your streaming hours?
Uh, it's usually like 8 to 10. But if I'm doing something completely different, shoot, I got the daytime to schedule out like full blown streams on a weekday. Well, yeah, my
Mm,
weekdays is every day early is best for me. If I'm not doing
got it.
some content, some editing and shit.
Let me know. I think we're gonna have to do regularly because I have so much shit to break down.
Yes, you do, and I'm for it.
We're gonna have some all access therapy right here. So basically, a person who didn't really have that middle school, elementary school, college, high school, sweetheart, college, so all the above. Basically, somebody who's starting, you're gonna gray out if you put a love bar in front of you, right? Um, and you put age, you might as well just gray out 0 to what 22, right? So somebody starting at 22 trying to figure it out and then had a relationship and then fell out of it and just trying to get back right. So you kind of like, where do you enter back in? And like you said, you're kind of thinking like this, where you're kind of like this. And also, I'm doing pretty well in life. So then that also skews, I think, me a little bit,
Hmm.
where I'm kind of like not putting up with as much shit because I'm just like, and it sounds like such a jerk of a fuck of me, but I do think money does change how I think sometimes, unfortunately.
It's also a different type of problem as well. It makes you
You
shoot
attract a
for
different girl. Oh, you're shooting for different ones.
yeah,
You
yeah.
attract you. And this is the one that this girl probably spends, like I told you, over 10,000 a month, bro, and
Yep.
was expecting a purse every 3 months, bro. I'm
See,
not.
it
I'm
makes
not
you
about
shoot
that
for
shit.
those. It makes you shoot for those type of chicks.
No, I need a
And
chick who's humble. I realize that I need a chick that's never been to like a grocery store and not who's a member, if that makes sense. Because like you gotta like you elevate the chick, I feel like she loves you even more.
right. And also, it's like it's almost like you put in the money is like putting in a cheat code, and you're skipping all of the experience that you should have got. But the problem
Yes.
is you're going from level one to here's the boss, and it's like, wait, I didn't learn anything along the way.
and
I'm
and
not
this is
ready for
why
that yet.
guys and this is why like guys who get rich overnight, they
Oh,
just have no idea what's going on,
oh,
right? Like they're
them
just like
chicks is waiting for dudes like that.
all over them.
They're
Oh, they
waiting
just
for
get
that.
vultured
Because
for
they're coming
dummies.
in. Think about it. They're getting so much experience, even in that time frame. Chicks today is dealing with so many guys at one time. They're racking up
Yes.
experience points. They're racking them up.
Yes. Their XP is out of control, bro.
And
And
then
there's
now
always some guy
imagine you
dumb
come in
enough to
there with
spend
like
fucking
you
500 on a date.
and you come in there with like 2 or 3 XP, and like they come in with like 55,000 XP, and it's
Bro,
like, what are you supposed to do against that?
this is what my friend was, and I didn't believe him until I started dating more. He told me this young when we were in our 20s. He's like, dude, women are way more advanced. Like they got, like you said, way more XP. Like they are on another. They are constantly like processing this shit. Like
And you're
they
in LA.
automatically just under. Yeah, dude, you're competing in LA. You're
Mm-mm,
competing with athletes,
mm-mm,
actors,
mm-mm,
entertainers,
mm-mm,
drug dealers,
mm-mm,
trappers,
mm,
rich international students, because all
mm.
the universities here, right? Rich kids overseas who don't give a fuck about money, that are Middle Eastern, Persian, like overseas money that's here. That are you so you're dealing with all the money launderers, people who have a lot of cash. I was out.
Forget about
I,
the
I went
experience
out
with
with
the
a
women. You
girl.
don't even got experience against your opposition. You don't even
No,
got
right?
that.
Because because like a drug dealer, a guy who has dirty money can offer everything. Right, like experience, thrill. Like you're dating a drug dealer. That's that thrill. That's why they do that shit. Like, what am I gonna offer? I offered too much stability, bro. I'm fucking boring for that shit.
And you're a
You
nice
know what I'm
guy.
saying? Like, That's the problem. I got to become a fucking. Maybe I have my kid and I get married and then I become an animal after. But who knows? I just got to get my kid for. I got to get my family.
There's nothing wrong with being
But
a nice guy. You just have to command respect. But that's a different
well,
level
name a
of
nice guy.
experience.
Name a nice guy who commands respect.
Denzel Washington.
Wow. Okay.
You never heard a bad story about Denzel, but just his persona, his aura, whatever it is that you think you know about him, you like, I can't see people not respecting him. Whereas now let's juxtapose that to Will Smith. When you looked at Will Smith
Mm,
coming up, even before everything about Jada was discovered or put on Front Street, you never looked at Will as the guy like, oh man, yeah, he got hurt, he got that locked down. Like she don't question. You never thought about Will like that. You look at Will like, I can see him being a pushover. Really nice guy, that guy.
right.
And then you look at his kids. His kids is out there looking for that. Don't look like respect. It just didn't look like respect.
So then, how
So
do I
you can see
command
it.
more? How do I command more respect, or do I just
Uh,
do I just do I do I just what do I focus on?
um. So that right there is boundaries, standards,
Mm,
and also experience. Because, and the
mm.
reason why I say experience, and I keep saying experience throughout this whole thing, you know this phrase. Women will shit test you. And
All day. So can I just have a quick before because I know you're like you should be at the office right now. Um, so do you think I should get in a relationship or do you think I should date heavily to just try to rack up XP as I'm 35 and still trying to figure out and I still have a runway if I want to date a woman in her early to mid to late 20s to have to do all that. So that's the primary question to cue it up for your
I
TikTok is
I like mid to
should I
late.
should
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah. So you like okay, so it's like just to cue it up for you. So should a 35-year-old who needs to rack up XP, because that's what we'll call it. Let's say who needs to rack up that could be your gimmick. Who needs to rack up you need to rack up XP. Should a 35-year-old man rack up XP or should he try to focus on trying to find a woman to do his thing with and all that?
All right. So that depends. That depends. On the type of chick that you are gonna want to land a relationship with. Because
Mm,
you don't want to overplay your hand. Like let's say you find something, you'd be like, okay, she seems stable mentally, she's not asking for too much, she's down to earth. All right, let me grab that one up, right? And you're going to have to experience her. But when you're experiencing her as far as a relationship, you're not just worried about you. You have to now learn how her mind works, how she ticks, her on, her things that turn her on and off, things that could be her pet peeves and et cetera, et cetera. You got to know how to, I hate to use this word, but for a lack of better terms, you got to learn how to manipulate her mind a little bit.
bro, that's I'm not gonna lie. My dad so my parents are divorced,
Hmm.
right? I don't live with my dad. I grew up with my mom, so that could skew everything as well, right? When you're living with a single mom, that can skew your whole thing. So my dad would tell me the same shit you're saying. It's like you gotta like train. He would say train, not manipulate. But like it's kind of the same thing, right? Hello?
I'm with you.
Did I lose him?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
We're here.
So yeah, it's the same thing, right?
You said training them.
Yeah, manipulate, train. It's kind of like interchangeable, but that's what you mean, right?
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no, not at all. Actually, so
Okay.
training them, that's something that you. So we'll call this red shirting. That's something that you do when they're younger, and
Hmm.
they haven't racked up a whole bunch of experience points. And the
Mm,
training them is not necessarily, it is kind of training them, but it's training them to be on your program. But it's more so
mm.
you leading them, and you can't lead them unless they respect you and they see the direction it is that you're going. And now you're going in a direction that is, it can be
Red
seen.
shirting.
It can be seen.
I think I just
We can see
honestly, you
your
could also
direction.
just basically stop being a pussy.
Well, we could get to the stop being a pussy part, but we got to figure out how you move first.
You're
First,
right.
we got to figure out how you
Well,
move. We
we
got
got
to
to
change how
figure out
you move.
why is it needs to move into my extra bedroom right here, and he's just gonna make content all day. You know, this is literally gonna be the content.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a
I
better,
had
there's
to.
a extra bedroom.
I had to
There's an
do
extra
that.
bedroom right here.
I had to do that.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
But
Red shirting.
as far
But
as
yeah, but
manipulating,
yeah,
I just
that makes sense though. That makes sense though because in Latin America usually you date super young anyway, so then they kind of do that no matter what.
so what I'm so the manipulating thing. It doesn't mean like trying to control their mind or they think this way and you try to. It's not lying. I'm not talking about lying to them, but I'm talking about being able to control the environment, having the environment move
Mm.
the way you see that environment being moved. And you do that again with respect and leadership. Again, they can
So is that why
see
you don't get a second date? If you don't get a second date because you're boring as fuck,
it could be that you know, or
or
it
just no
could not,
attraction?
or it could be a couple of things. It could be that you're boring and there's a way to get past that. It could be the attraction, or it could be that
Oh, I lost him. Hello? Whoa, where'd he go?
her to open up because of how you're
Mm.
communicating. Because if she doesn't feel like she can open up to you and she doesn't feel like she could be herself with you, then that means that there was a disconnect in that communication.
Yeah, there definitely was a disconnect because I'll tell you what, even when I went to go meet her for the last date last night, she was extremely guarded.
Me, me,
So
me.
I don't know what happened from that Thursday to that Saturday, Mr. Professor Wyzanow, but she came in guarded, like got in the Uber and like literally like tucked her like tucked her head into like the back corner of the seat, if that makes sense. Like the L of the seat, like in between the door and the seat, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? In like that corner pocket where the seat belt is.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagine leaning all the way there and then turning your body and then like making like a cross with your legs, like putting your right leg up over your left and making like a figure four in front of me in the back of an Uber. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this bitch?
Huh?
But
You
isn't that
wasn't
off?
going?
Isn't that kind of off?
Wait, you saying that she was playing leg games with you in the back seat?
No, 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 no. On her. So we're in the back of it's an SUV. We're in the back. So like pretend you're in the seat behind, pretend you're in the seat behind the driver.
Right.
Okay. And she literally was like, she turned her body so like her head is facing the passenger, if that makes sense, like the front passenger. So she's at
So
an angle.
her back is
And
to
so,
you, and she
and then
linked
so,
up on you.
no, and no, 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 the other way. No, and then so her back is into the back left, right?
Okay.
I'm behind the passenger. So she's like in seat 3, if that makes sense. Like the back left seat. I'm in the back right. But her back is deep, deep, deep into the corner, if that makes sense. And then not touching me. She just has there's
Oh.
me, space, and then she like puts her leg over her left leg, right? Crosses her leg. She crosses her right leg over her left leg and makes a triangle, like a 4.
Yeah, I
So then
got you.
there's like and I was just like, you're right. Like,
So you felt like there was you felt like she was being guarded.
well, I think that's guarded.
Okay, cool. Um, wait,
I was like,
you
that's
said
kind of
there was an
awkward.
SUV. Wait, was this like a Uber XL black that you was taking to?
I ordered comfort. I ordered comfort. I didn't order the cheap one.
Look at this guy.
I'm not gonna put her in the back of a fucking Camry.
Look at this
The fuck?
guy. Look at him. He put her in the fucking Uber XL to go to the coffee shop. This fucking guy here.
Animal, bro. Animal, bro. Animal. But like, that's not weird. You're not gonna sit like a normal person.
And this was before or after wherever y'all went?
This was before. This was the before we were going to the. This was like before the shit even started.
Okay.
We
All
were
right.
going to the food. We were going to the meal.
And you said to her what exactly?
I was like, damn. She's kind of. I was like, you all
What
right?
did
Like, you
what did you
good?
all right, I just want to know what it is that you said in this moment.
Because she seemed like tired. I'm like, oh well, Frank. Obviously, she's not into me.
No, no, no.
I knew that.
I got you. Don't you worry. I'm about
Oh
to tell
no,
you how
no,
to
oh
fix
no.
this.
I'm gonna tell you 100%, Frank, because I'm not seeing her again probably. But so you are right.
Oh
But I'm just like,
yeah, but I just know how to fix shit like this. So I
I
want
just should have been okay. Okay, so that's how it started. So continue. I want to know what you're gonna say.
right. I just so before I say anything, I want to know what it was that you said to her and her response.
Honestly, I don't remember it like that right now. I just know that I made a note of it. I
You
just
made a
like was
note
just like,
and you forgot your
no, just I
notes.
just made a comment. I just made a comment about it. Like I was just like, are you right? Because she was just kind of like out of it, like tired. She did because she did like fucking Pilates and a hike and all this other bullshit. And I was like, all right, well, in my head, I'm like, you could have just said you were tired. I could have just stayed home and kind of did something else in my day. And
Right.
like, it's all good.
You ever watched the
I would
movie?
have rather I would have rather had her cancel than go on a limp ass date. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
I
you're
feel
not
you.
into me, I would
I
just be like, yo, that's cool. Like, I'm not that into you either. Like, you're just like enough in a couple categories. Like, I don't give a shit. Like,
all right,
I would have been
you're too much into your head. See, right here, what you're doing is you're thinking defensively instead of thinking about how to go on the offense.
mm,
So you're protecting
mm,
your feelings by doing this
mm,
instead of thinking about how
mm,
can I manipulate this situation. I keep using that word. I'm not. It's a loose word.
It
Um.
is basically insecurity, 100% parcel.
So what I would say is you got to figure out how you can maneuver in this situation right here. And to
Mm.
that, I'd say, hey,
What do you do? What do you do if you're about to go out with a woman and
oh, I
you
was
can
about to
tell
tell you to
that she's
play.
not into you?
I was about to tell you to play right
Okay,
here.
I'm trying to cue it. I'm trying to cue it up for you So, what do you do when you're taking a woman on a date and you can just tell that she's just not into you
All
right
right.
away before the date even goes on, and you want to move on?
Oh, and you want to move on? So we're talking about something that you're trying to
Well,
get out of.
okay, let's do that. You're trying to get out.
Or are we trying to
Oh, can you?
change?
Are you trying to give a play right now to get out of the date before it even got started?
I'm trying to give a play to fix this situation.
Let's hear it. I thought you were trying to give me a play to end it right there on the spot, but let's see what you're gonna say.
No, that's what I thought you were asking. But what I would
That'd be cool too.
it's all about, again, it's all about communication. And you can just simply say to her, "Hey, I feel a little distance between us. I want you to tell me about your day."
Mm,
Just to get her to open up because it might not be you. It might not be you. It just might be shit that's going on in her head because women
which is
think
true because
very emotionally
yes, she had to
and
work today. There, all this other bullshit.
they hold on to things. So her gripe might not be with you. It just might be woosah to them.
Hmm.
But in order to make her come back to you, you have to provide that comfort to her. Hey, let me hear about your day.
Mm,
What's going on with you? And but you also started off by acknowledging that you do feel this bit of distance here. So now
hmm.
so now it's up to her to come to you. You don't have to go to her. You've already acknowledged it. But you're
Right.
also not pushing because you're trying to build comfort in figuring out how you feeling. What's going on in your mind?
Ooh, well, I have a good one for you. I have a curveball for you when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Okay, so before we get to the curveball and remind us if we lose the curveball here. Let's go back. What would you say if you were like, you know what, or if I wanted to end it early? I should have just ended it after the dinner because after the dinner she walked way ahead of me out of the restaurant. So we're definitely not in sync if you're just beelining it out of the
Yeah.
restaurant. So I
Okay.
think right there would have been a great move to say, hey, you know what? I don't want to say, oh, I'm calling it sick. So that early exit, I think we should talk a little about early exits and the best way to handle early exits because I feel like I'm definitely too nice and too good of a guy. Well, a good guy and a nice guy, but too nice and too much of a pussy. Sometimes on the early exit and not giving a fuck. Because there's definitely been about 3, 4 times where I really wanted to early exit. And other dates.
So you're trying to figure out how to get out of dates.
Yeah. If they're just like 15 minutes in, I'm like, this fucking blows.
I honestly
Just call it out. Just keep it 100.
just be like, hey, I feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect with us. I don't really know what it is. Um, be quite honest with you. If it's not really changing, we could call it a night. And you say, hey, you know what? Maybe we're having an off night. Maybe I'm having an off night. It might not even be you. Wouldn't mind if we continue to talk, but right now I'm in my head about some other shit. I'll handle all of this, and let's just call it a night.
Ooh, okay. There you
That way,
go.
you don't leave it on a bad note.
Right. That's the key is to never leave it on a bad note.
Yep. Because if you like,
Yeah.
not feeling this, I'm gonna dip, or hey, I gotta use the bathroom.
Bro, I wanted to do that the other day where she was such a bad day. I wanted to pretend I was going to the bathroom and just take the elevator and run home. It was hilarious, bro. But that's for another time. That's for another time. All right.
You're thinking of
But
more
yeah.
curveballs, aren't you?
No, here comes the curveball.
Oh, okay.
So this is the Uber home. So this is after eating and after Uber. This is about 4 hours of hanging out. Um, it was food and then pool. A lot of time, right? So then, but she kept wanting to play. I was like, "Fuck, okay." She kept wanting to shoot pool. I was like, "Whatever." So then, I like shooting pool. So okay, whatever. That's something I would do, even if she wasn't there. But like, I was already looking at ass and shit at the. I was doing a Wyzanow. I was looking at ass at the pool hall anyway. So maybe my body was already checked out of her anyway. But we get in the car, and I'm just kind of hanging out in the Uber and going to the home. And I'm like, I asked her this now. This is what I said. This is crazy, right? Look, I'm like, are you an affectionate, or are you like how do you like love? Like, are you usually affectionate, or are you usually like pretty cold? And then I don't know. I think she didn't know how to take that because it definitely like brain farted her.
You asked her
And then
this
like
when,
in the Uber ride home,
and the date went how?
fucking like I told you,
Not the greatest, right?
not the greatest.
Yeah, there's certain timings when you could get that off,
Mm.
and I would
Yeah,
say
take the
you
poll.
could do
That
it on
would
a
be
date.
epic.
You
Can you
could,
imagine just changing the Addy on the Uber? That'd be out of control, bro. While the Uber's in motion and just change the address to come right back, bro. That would be the ultimate power move, bro.
but the way that you asked that question, honestly,
Bad.
you could ask that question in mid hug. That's a
Not in the
question.
car ride.
No, you want to do that when you're actually engaging, when you're actually touching,
Mm,
because you're trying to
oh.
create like a certain smoothness, a little
No, but
je ne sais
but my hand
quoi.
was around, but my hand was around her shoulder and all that in the back seat and all that. But then you could still feel that she had like guard up, like she was in the
That
fight.
was
Fucking
that was your friend.
my friend. No, this is the girl I was going out with her. She's at friend zone.
Yeah, you said you had your arm around like her shoulder, and I know what you mean. Like she's, she could lay back into your arm around her shoulder. I get that. That's usually something that you do when it's just like just Netflix and chilling. But when we're still working on trying to create an attraction, that arm
Mm,
always got to be around that hip.
even in the back seat.
That's a pull-in. Just think,
Mm,
just think. You could just right now just put your arm out around where she would be, and just think about how you feel
mm,
like that, and put your arm up top, and think about how you feel right there. Just do both. Do both of them right
no,
now.
it's way more comfortable down low.
You're able to pull her in. It
It's the
creates a
strength, bro.
different. It creates a whole different vibe. Hand placement, like,
Mm,
see, people. Those are nuances. Those are nuances, and you get comfortable with doing that, and you could do it like fluently over time. But right now, like, if it's not something that you've been accustomed to doing, you're not going to really think about that on the spot, or think about why my hand here versus my hand here
right.
matters.
It's those little intricacies. It's like the difference between boxing a guy who's been boxing since he was 5 years old versus a guy who started boxing like in his 20s. Right. It's just those little things that make it's just different.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you get a that's why you get a Shakur Stevenson who's been boxing since he was like 5, and he's just untouchable.
But you can't
Like it doesn't
pull
matter.
any of that off if you didn't create any of that tension at all during the date. You gotta
Mm,
create that tension during a date. Um, One thing I
mm.
like to do, right? Let's say we're on a date,
Tell
and
me.
let's say we're on a date, a dinner date, and it's wide seats, but we're sitting across from one another. We're heavy on the eye contact. We laughing, we giggling. You keep in frame, of course. But you keeping her blushing. And you say, you know what? I don't like you being that far from me. Come sit next to me and eat. It changes the vibe. But see, now we're
Mm-mm.
talking about creating your flirting language. That's a that's a different conversation.
We need to
But
save that for another day.
that's just a small nugget on how to. Again, we're creating tension. So what we're doing, we're trying to get her to feel tingle in her toes. We're trying to get her to feel something.
Look at this
Gotta get him more wet,
Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
Because when donations come in,
Show is
they're
over and
really
then it
loud in my
stops.
ear.
Fuck that.
I cannot believe you're getting donations.
Fuck that.
That is absolutely hilarious. We got 9 minutes left on the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Talk about being late for work. I don't even think I'm gonna make it.
Jeez. Why? What is on your screen? Who is that? The Rock?
Oh, that was when The Rock was beating Cody with the belt.
Oh. All right. So total disaster. So obviously this girl was super into me, and I did everything to fucking fumble it, pretty much.
You was able to read what he said?
Who?
Slick.
What did Slick say?
Oh,
he said
because you was responding to him. I thought that you was responding to his donation.
No, I don't know what he said. Try to force the issue of her liking you. If you succeed, whatever you did to get her like you, you're gonna have to keep doing that. It might not be sustainable. Makes sense.
Where's that? Right. Wait, where is that? I'll look at it over here. If you try to force the issue of her liking you, God damn it, shit keep popping.
It's like the guy. So it's like the guy who buys his wife the purse. He has to constantly keep buying her shit.
You're gonna have to keep doing. Oh, all right. So we're talking about her liking. But is that what you were talking about, or were we talking about lost interest? Or were we talking about a chick that just flat out doesn't like you?
No, obviously there was enough interest to blow my phone up and go out with me and go see me and all that, right?
Yeah.
There's obviously
and also
enough
you have to
interest
figure.
to do all
you
that.
also have to figure out if you're free lunch.
I don't think I was free lunch because I didn't really spend that much money.
Okay. What's that?
I spent $60 on breakfast.
Oh, all right.
Fucking 10 on a coffee.
Yeah, you good.
And then 200 on a dinner.
Yeah, all right. You're right.
And then 50, and then 50 on and then 50 on full.
Yeah. So what Frank is talking
Over
about
3.
is a chick that just doesn't like you. So to that, yeah, that's accurate. But if we're talking about,
it's like when you go on a Hinge date or an app date and you meet at a place and you just tell within 5 minutes that you're just not into each other. Just call it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way to do it.
All right. And if you're in that situation right there, you could be like, are you feeling what I'm feeling? Like this might not be it. And I'm like, oh yeah, like I think you cool and all. We could hug and whatnot, but as far as like I don't think that might be us. It's okay to say that. It's perfectly okay to say that. It's like with that, but you keep it cool. You got to keep that cool. Or hey, I don't think that we, this romantic. I don't really know if that's us. I could be calling that too early. My bad if I am. And then you just ask, hey, what are some things that you're interested in? I'm curious on what we're compatible with. And if it's nothing, it's like, damn, we ain't even good with that either. We might not be for each other. You could laugh that off like while speaking to her. I honestly would do all of that.
That whole segment needs to be clipped and uploaded. Whoever's
my God, this guy's Smallz.
That whole piece is gonna make you money right there. That whole one piece and then chopping it up into 6 pieces that whole 7-piece collection is gonna be fantastic. But clearly, I just did too much interviewing and just kind of like and I slowly just lowered her interest level.
Yeah, you got it. Like you ever have a one night stand?
Yeah, 2.
And was it alcohol induced or no?
One was just insanely drug and alcohol induced.
All right, let's move away from that one.
Wait, so does a threesome count as a 1 or 2 in a one night stand?
Counts as 1.
Okay, so there was one chick, the main chick, and then the third wheel.
All right, so nothing that you really,
and then there was a separate one where I went out with this chick, and I don't even think we drank, barely, not even, because she was on acne medication, so she doesn't drink. She couldn't drink. I remember that she was on medication. So then no, we fucking fucked sober.
Okay, cool. So let's go with that one. How do you think that you landed that?
Who is Glenn? You know what? You are fucking right, bro. You're right. I went in there not giving a single fuck.
Oh, so you already knew where I was going to go.
I gave not a single fuck because I did not take this bitch serious at all.
There
I
you
thought it
go.
was a trap. I thought it was gonna be a trap because it was an app date. It was on Bumble,
Hmm.
and she was hot. She was. She is. She's wiser.
And you
Whoa.
and
And
your
I'm like,
mind was on straight lust.
no. I'm like, all right. Let's see. Like these photos could be doctored. These photos
No, I'm
could
talking
be
about like
5 years
so
old.
when you met her, your mind went straight to lust, right?
Yeah, because we start. Well,
Well, wait,
when I
no, no,
saw her,
no. This is okay. This is okay. I'm going somewhere with it. Your mind
yeah,
went
because I
there.
knew. Yeah, well, no, and I saw her. I was like, oh my god, her tits.
Hmm.
But like, because she just had her tits out like crazy. The also is because she was there was a 10-year gap, age gap between us, which was even. That's what even I felt like I was getting set up. Like it was just like, what's going on here?
She was
So
younger
then,
or older?
she was 10 years younger than me.
Okay.
She was still in college.
Okay.
I was 32, 33. She was 22.
All right. So
Okay.
the reason I'm asking this is because now we're talking about the type of energy that you're giving off. What energy are you giving off? If you could recreate that mindset that you had right there, where everything just seemed to be clicking,
Yes.
or as we would call it, the Steph Curry pregame, where he's just shooting,
Everything,
like he could
everything
shoot
hit
from anywhere, and it's gonna
that
go in.
that night, Wiza, that night that I could
And you
I
said
went
there was
10 for
no
10.
liquor.
Wiza, I went 10 for 10. No, I think she had we had not even one drink because of the medication. I don't even think she finished her one drink
Yeah, I mean
because
to say,
she
all
was
right,
already fun before the drink. She was already fucking
y'all
fun.
wasn't drinking. Y'all
No,
wasn't,
she was
yeah.
cool. She was fun before the drink even got there.
Right. So
So she was already like
that
fun.
mindset is what you got to carry into your dates.
And she fucked the shit out of me. I swear to God, like holy shit, bro.
But forget about her. We're more so worried about
No,
how
she's great.
you.
She's great. She's got
No, no,
married.
no.
She got married. She got a whole thing. She's fine.
But in the context of fixing certain things that happen with you, we got to find out what about you worked that day so that you
I'm
can
trying to
carry
figure that
that on.
out. I'm trying to figure that out because when I got these one night stands, I didn't have a nice haircut. I was 20, 30 pounds heavier.
You
I'm
ain't
just
give a
like, what
fuck.
the fuck?
You ain't give a fuck. Now,
What
granted,
the
the opposition, didn't have those XP points up like crazy, so there's that as well. But how you carried
Oh, because her
yourself is a thing.
age.
Yeah, but
Because she
again,
was
it's
so
not about her.
young.
It's not about her. You got to figure
But
out
age,
what
you're saying age. You're
worked.
saying age. But
No.
you're saying what works for me will work across all age
Yes.
and ages. You're saying me will work across all ages, not just the younger ones.
Correct.
Why do I have more success with the younger?
Why do you have more success with younger? That's just how girls in their early 20s are. But
Mm,
they can be that way, but you still can't land it unless you do the right things. You did the right things, so you got to figure out what
mm,
those right things are.
right.
That's what you
You
got
know,
to
I asked her. I
analyze.
you know what's funny is I texted her and I asked her way back and I forgot where I left it. I think I deleted her to her thread, but I even asked her that after we stopped seeing each other. But like, yeah, because I was like, that was the Steph Curry night where everything hit. And I'm just like, shit, I gotta recreate that.
Yeah.
More casual and you're everything. That's why I think dates that involve something
Let me ask you
where that
this. Do you
yes.
so your friends, they date chicks all the time or they're married and shit like
Yeah.
that, right?
They're in long terms, yeah.
Do you they're in long terms. But do you ever just pick their brain or just see how they move when it comes to just them being around other women?
No.
You should pay attention to that.
Mm.
Sometimes you got to study the game that's around you. If it's working for them, why can't it work for you?
Even if they're booed up.
Hold up. Even if they're booed up, it's working. You got to go with
Mm.
what works. And
Confidence is good.
it's not let me copy that, but like what
Yo, that is
elements do I see
so
that works?
true. Yo, but can I tell you something? I came in like that on a date with the single mom. I think I came in with too much confidence and it immediately shut her down because I don't think it's what she wanted.
Single moms are a different species. then then
I came in like she was probably like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
yeah, the way that they're grounded is a bit different.
It's
They're
different,
grounded
right?
differently. Yeah.
We missed within 5 minutes. I was like, I have never seen this woman again in my life. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, because like
Couldn't take a joke. Like nothing. Like nothing. I'm like,
yeah, she don't know you like that.
Why is it? Can single moms take a joke?
If they've known you for a while, yeah.
Why is that? She asked me what my job was. I said I'm a stripper at night, and didn't get a single, not even.
She
a
didn't
single
pop for
reaction.
that?
No pop, nothing, bro.
God,
no pop, bro.
Jesus.
No, how do you not pop for that, bro?
Here's what I would say. I would have been like, damn. I would have been like, damn,
Oh.
that's stiff.
And then what about a girl trying to educate you how to pick her up while on the date?
Exactly. No pop.
Say that again.
So what about a girl who tries to educate you on how you picked her up, like how you set up the date while on the date?
Listen to her.
Mm.
That's game film right there. We take from that. That's experience. That's somebody that's looking at you from the out. That's somebody that's looking at your blind spot.
So now, what would you say? Okay, so if you have a date for somebody Friday at 6 o'clock, and we can talk about times also, but we're already over time here. This is my last one. This is my last question. How do you feel about times, early or in the early day? And then, like, if you have a date scheduled for Friday at 6 o'clock, what is your tech sequence or kind of your sequence into building up into that 6 o'clock date, starting 48 hours, 72 hours beforehand? Papa Holly stiff.
Honestly, everything is flirting. Everything is flirting. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could show you some. I could show you some gameplay. Gameplay. I could show you some text messages so that you can follow the blueprint.
Why don't we do some infield? Why don't
But I create tension through the text messages. I'm creating tension at all moments.
Why don't I go back through my matches and my text messages, and we can do some infield stuff? And
I would love to do infield on your inbox. That'd be lit.
And you get me, and every time you get me laid, you get something. You get something out of it. You never wore like we're gonna apply something to it.
Well, I'm still trying to catch my fucking
and then we're gonna go to the
fees.
city, and then we're gonna go to the city, and then we're gonna clap. Because I think New York women are more like promiscuous than LA women.
You think so?
I don't know. I got way more matches and way more like movement in New York.
Huh. Okay.
Versus LA.
I mean, you could definitely it could be lit in New York. You would need you would need me alongside of you. You need me alongside of you. You just because I just want you to just look at how I maneuver. So all you gotta do is just watch how I maneuver. You watch how I maneuver. You watch how I throw you assists and everything. I get you involved. All of that. All you gotta do is just watch the play develop.
I think that's the thing. It's like when Kevin Samuel says that you walk in a room and they can tell you're not getting laid.
Oh shit!
Like I think I think I walk in a room and they can tell like this guy is not the most confident around women. Like I think they can smell it on you. Obviously,
it's about how you. But the thing with you is, if you're anything like I remember, like you shouldn't have a problem with that. You're a ball of fucking energy, but it sounds like around women you turn it off. Like you're timid.
100%.
No, just be yourself. I'm telling you, would work.
Maybe, but what if I turn into like a loud, obnoxious asshole?
Are you that way?
I don't know. We should go to Miami. That's the test. That's the test.
That's
right
a different
Miami.
That test is different today than it used to be.
That may be a little higher on. That's probably like another level. Like
that used to be in my budget. I don't know if that's in my budget anymore.
Bro, going band for band in Miami is dangerous, bro.
Ooh. But yeah. So you said the next time you're out is when?
I got to figure it out. I think March or April. Or April probably more than likely.
Let's do it. All right, I got to get up out of here. I got
All
to
right,
get
man.
to work.
Let's roll. Let's roll. All right,
We
man. We'll
gotta
talk again.
talk.
We'll do this again. We'll do this again during the week.
All right, I got some donations I gotta read. Slick said, "Let me toss a little something in there to ease the lashing from the boss cutting the promo on you." Smallz got out of there, and Obusika said, "Am I getting no? Am I gonna keep getting no sold?" And Big Smallz, greetings from wherever it is that he is from. Oh wait, there's more to that Abusika name. That's crazy. All right, I gotta go. I will catch you guys.